We're a little early, so I'll take my time till. So what's your plan for tonight in here? You got one?
I'm just filming you.
Oh. I thought you were telling me what to do.
Ha! Do I ever?
Yes. Oh. So this engine came in the back of a truck I bought. I don't know anything about it. It looks really clean. I want to tear the intake off, pull the heads, see if it has been rebuilt. And that will decide where I stick it. So if it's been rebuilt, it might go in my green truck over there, or my other green truck right there. And that engine will go in the truck we're going to try to sell when it's done.
Excellent. Hello, everyone. We have Glenn,
Hey, Glenn.
Jamie,
Hey, Jamie.
Bill,
Bill Elliott or Bill Cameron or Bill Russell?
Cameron,
Hey, Bill.
Anthony.
Anthony made it. All right. Usually he's out working pretty late out in the garage or in his shop. So this is a 352. Judging by the way these look, it's been ran before. Ooh, a little rust there. Ooh. Good thing I'm planning on cleaning it up.
Right.
Well, I'm just dropping everything. Pay no attention to me.
Valiant Customs.
Hey, Steve. Any guesses on if this has been rebuilt?
I'm going to say no.
I'm also going to say no. I'm not going to take any bets because I already had to pay out a $2 bet to Tucker.
Right.
Took all my money. Should be using the impact, but that's noisy.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil everybody's fun with impact noises.
Right.
Glenn said he likes watching engines being torn apart.
Oh, well, then it's a good thing he's here.
I like tearing them apart. I don't like putting them back together. But this does have new intake gaskets, so I'm about 6% sure that it's been rebuilt. Just because of how clean it is. Like, if not, they spent a ton of time cleaning the block, getting all the grease off of it, and painting it. Yeah, when I put this back together, I gotta throw washers on that.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Mark Kinnear?
Mm-hmm.
I will probably use the impact on the head bolts because that makes it easier.
Okay.
But I'll pull my mic off before I do that so it's not so loud.
It's a good idea.
And part of the reason I'm tearing this apart is I want this intake, if it hasn't been rebuilt in my truck. I got a cast iron interceptor intake I'll put on this thing. Makes big horsepower.
Okay.
taking way too long. Should have been done by now.
I agree.
Well, if I had my impact.
You're right, Glenn. There are a lot of impacts going at a NASCAR race.
You know, we went to the night race at Bristol, and even with those cars thundering around them tracks wide open, 9,000 RPM, you could hear the thunder guns over the impact or the cars. Crazy. And drivers have also said that they can hear people cheering over the roar of their cars.
Wow.
So if you've never made it to a NASCAR race, I at least once go check it out. This was quite a few years ago. That was over 10 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And they got the cork gaskets in here on the China rails. I definitely want those gone.
Oh.
They always leak.
Moment of truth.
Well,
Not yet?
not yet. Oh, it's been ran before.
Nope.
Looks good in here, though.
Mm-hmm. Little rust.
Yeah. Get these out of there now. 1/4 inch thick bead of RTV is all you need for that. So it works every time. Those dry out over time and they start leaking. And I will be reusing these gaskets because they are brand new and they've only been torqued. They don't look like they've ever been hot. Some rust in that one.
Yeah. Not a rust in that one.
The engine spun over good, so. It has been running. It's got low hours on it. Grab the thunder gun and. Oh. Did I not grab a battery? Thought I had my flashlight out here. Oh, there it is.
Oh. Steve says, no cork or rubber. The rubber will just pop out. It's a bad day.
Yep. I've had it happen. And it's no fun. You can show the sail truck. You can see it from here.
Oh.
If you go that way, it might be a little less noisy.
Well, you got to take off your mic.
I'm pulling it off right now.
Oh. Sail truck. Back there. Yep. That one with the hood open. I don't know how many of those things he has to pull. Back quietly.
And I also want to verify if it's a 352 or a 390. Or...
Your mom says hi.
Hey, Mom. Probably can't hear me.
We'll just stay back.
All right, got them all.
All right. She did hear you.
Oh. Sorry for the noise. I hope it wasn't too bad.
one's complaining, so.
Oh, good. Time for head lift off?
Yes.
I'm going to say it's bored 30 over.
Okay. Let's see. Don't drop it.
Standard bore.
Standard bore. Not
30 over. They're right there on that piston, standard.
Okay.
Not much of a ring ridge. A lot of crud in there, though. Glad I took it apart.
Yeah. Casey Schilling wants to know how the trip was. It was awesome.
Great. Definitely do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all marked, so I kind of wonder if this thing's been taken apart. Somebody wire wheeled it to clean it up, but yeah, the trip was a real good time. Yeah, it's probably a 352 judging by the head gaskets. How much gap there is still here. See this? Like how far in they are from the outside of the head gasket.
Okay.
Anybody know what the bore on a 352 is supposed to be?
Nope. I do not.
Yeah, there's a lot of crud in here. I'm glad I took it apart because that probably would have caused problems. There's a little bit of rust right there. That'll clean up though. No slop in the pistons. That's good. She's built to hold some RPM.
Excellent.
That's
What I
weird. They
like
put
to
one
hear.
head gasket in and not the other one. Well, they both say front. I think that's just torque time. They definitely had the. Of course, they had the heads off. The pistons are all cleaned up. I'm gonna grab my measuring device and see what the circumference is, the side to side. What's that again?
The diameter?
Side to side is diameter?
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely gonna spend some time cleaning this thing back up.
Bill says the 352 is much better when replaced with a small block Chevy.
All right, Bill, you can leave now.
Well, there are. Oh, maybe he did.
No.
There were 87 people. Now there's 85. But only 8 thumbs up. Come on, people.
It's got over 4-inch bore. It's 4 1/16. 4 1/16. What was the last one we did? We measured it. Anybody remember? Was it 4-inch bore on that truck over there?
I don't know. I certainly don't remember.
Because all these engines there, they all say 352 on them. So you got your pocket machine up and see what the bore on a 352 is?
I'm looking.
Well, I hope Bill didn't leave. I like Bill.
Well, now there's 104. No, Bill's still here.
Oh, good.
He said, yeah, wrong. Oh, I don't know. Wrong crap for what? I don't know. Talk about not knowing your customer, Glenn. Oh, okay. Yeah, Glenn said STD also stands for something else. Bill is chastising him, I think. The bore of a Ford 352 FE engine is 4 inches.
Okay. How about a 390?
Bore on a 390. 4.05 inches.
4.05 inches.
Uh-huh.
What is
which is 102.87 millimeters.
What does 0.05 work out in inches?
Well,
is it a
that's
16th?
5 hundredths. So 1 20th. Yeah.
A little
Or
over
one-
a 16th.
Yeah. A little over a 16th, I think.
No, I was wrong. It is 4 1/8 inches. That's even better. This might be a 428.
Now I need to know the bore on a 428.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the case, this is going in my green truck.
428. 4.13 inches. But that's
0.13.
a 0.1 is a tenth.
So this is a 427.
Or on a 427.
428 for FE. 428 FE.
Okay.
Right?
A 427. Oh, it doesn't tell me.
Yeah, 428. I misspoke him.
Oh, no, a Chevy 427 is 4.25. So 4.13 is 13 hundredths. Yeah, you guys are listening to me struggle with this math. Bill says 50 thou just 0.01 over a millimeter. I don't know what all that means. Our day is going great, other than the fact that I'm really struggling with this math, and he's struggling with figuring out what this engine is.
Well, if a 352 is a 4-inch bore,
It's bigger than that.
yeah, and it's bigger than a 390 because that's 0.02, right?
Okay, so Bill says it's 4 1/8 plus 0.005. So it's just over 4 1/8. You can consider it 4 1/8.
So that'd be a 428. Just
No,
over.
I don't know. You had me look up too many of them.
Without having a. Man, this is just below an eighth. 4 and just below an eighth of an inch.
So which one was which? The 428 was 4.13.
Something like that.
The 390 was 4.05. So it's bigger than a 390 and littler than a
Yes!
428. Whatever that means. Anthony says check the stroke on it.
That involves turning it over, right?
I don't know.
It's too hard to turn over by hand.
Lots of compression.
Yeah, I don't want to screw a nut into there because I don't have one offhand. I suppose stroke would tell it all.
I don't know.
Because it could be a 352 bored out to a 428.
Bill says it's probably the 413, which was the 428. But he says you got to check it with calipers.
Oh, do I? For stroke?
No, I think for
No.
measuring it. Simon, it's not hard for me to take one apart. Of course, I've never done it. But it doesn't look very hard. You pull a lot of bolts, but often David makes things look easy that are hard for many people. I don't know why I'm answering that question. Okay, there's what are we looking for here?
Top of the piston is 3 and
It's not all the way to the top though. This one's not.
this one is.
That's to the bottom.
Yeah, to the bottom.
But this one's not all the way to the top. So how do you know?
I got to roll it over to get this one to the top.
Oh, David did a changing the
5/8.
camshaft He has a video on changing the camshaft. Is it hard to do that?
In the car, yes.
Right, it was out. He's got a 5.3 liter V8 Silverado. He's worried about taking the engine apart and putting it back together.
5.3.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done one. My brother Whiskey Dents has. I've never. Yeah, they're kind of a challenge, I think, especially inside the vehicle.
Okay.
So it's got about a 3.5-inch stroke.
Okay, people, what does that mean? 3.5-inch stroke. You did not make Simon's day. Just FYI.
On the cam. Yeah.
But you're not gonna lie about it.
Yeah, I've never done one, but I heard they're not that bad. I know there's videos on YouTube about doing it and how to do it. Cleans up nice.
Yeah.
It's got lots of compression.
That's what I said.
That oil in there helps too.
Come on, people. Hit the thumbs up button. Double tap the screen, I'm told.
If you're on a device. Don't be double tapping your screen on your TV.
No, that won't work that well. Glenn failed math. I hear you, Glenn. I'm an English teacher. No, Joey's here.
Hey, Mill Creek.
And Jason Thornton.
Hello.
This is a V8?
Yeah. Of unknown size at the moment.
Right.
Nobody's come up with a stroke for a...
No one said anything, no. Oh. There's 146 people on here. No one knows? Is it an AFE?
It's an FE.
FE.
Yep.
That's Elvis Meeks wanted to know.
FE stands for Ford Etzel. I didn't know that until Tanner Rebuilds told me.
Nice.
Yeah. I know what MEL is, MEL, Mercury Etzel Lincoln, but I didn't know what FE was. So
learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Oh, the question was, this thing has a 3.5-inch stroke.
Yep, and 4 1/8 inch bore.
And we want to know what size the motor is. Leon might have an answer for us, but he just got here, so he hadn't heard the question.
Oh. These are garbage. Throw these in the garbage. Put new ones in it.
Okay.
Because regardless, it looks pretty clean.
It does look pretty clean.
It's definitely been rebuilt at some point. Definitely looks like it had something floating around in some of these cylinders.
It is not an LS2, I don't think.
No, it's better than an LS2.
Hippie Miller guesses a 351.
Well, it's a 352. That's what the block says. But in Fords...
Joey, I'm ignoring you. You don't need to know what he said.
I'll find out later. It needs to be a Chevy engine.
Basically, if it
boat
ain't Chevy,
anchor.
it's a boat anchor.
Yeah. Yeah. I read him like a book.
Uh-huh.
Read him one-handed.
Bill is calculated to 375 CID based on the numbers.
375. That's a weird number. But I did just use a tape measure for stroke, so.
Right. And for diameter.
Right. Yeah, 375. That... I guess the stroke would be a little longer than 3.5 inches.
I'm telling you, it wasn't all the way to the bottom.
Which one was it? This one?
This one. Well, because this one wasn't all the way to the top. Isn't this one all the way to the top when that one's all the way at the bottom? Isn't that how it works?
No, not always. You find when it's...
Bill said, of course it's weird. It's a Ford.
Yeah. No, it's all the way at the bottom.
Okay.
All the way at the bottom, it's 3 5/8.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next step?
Oh, there's a next step.
I don't know. Leon said Fords are the weirdest, most confusing manufacturer by far.
Yeah, I agree. Like with Chevys, like I don't care about brands. If I like something, I like something. Chevy makes great engines. Ford makes great engines. But Chevy, from their V6 4.3 all the way up to their big block, they run the same bell housing. Ford, from a 289 to a 460, there's like 9 different bell housings in between the two engines. Yeah. 289, 302, 351 Windsor have the same. 351 Cleveland's different. The 352 is different. 460 is different. It's like, come on, just make it all the same.
Jimmer says 2 is moving with 4. That's not good. And Bill says then it's a 390.
Okay. 2 is not moving with 4.
He said is moving with 4.
So 1, 2.
Yeah.
There's 4. It's going up. That's going down.
I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah. She'll work. So it's a 390. Perfect. Nice. And since I have it this far apart, I was going to order a cam when I had that engine apart and I priced it and I was like, no, I'm not ordering a cam. So,
Hey, Tim.
Tim Windsor? Hello, Tim.
Or a 388 using the tape measure.
Yeah.
He thinks you're safe at 390.
I'm going to say 390.
Yeah.
Which is good. Makes me happy. It's not every day I'm happy.
What's he doing to it? I think he wanted to determine what it was and then clean it up and whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be for what did you decide now?
Well, now that it's a 390, I might. I don't know. My truck's already got a 390 in it. I might pull the engine out of that truck since that's going to be the easiest. Put this one in there and then use that one in the other truck.
Okay.
Because that's definitely a 352. We had that apart, and that had a 4-inch bore. Yeah, I guess I'll order some gaskets, get it put back together, and maybe spend the money and buy a cam. Will you let me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'd be nice if it was a 427. Yeah.
It would be, but some of these you can bore them to a 427, 428, whatever they are.
Yeah. Big block?
These are considered a big block.
Okay.
So
nice. Bye, Steve.
See you later, Steve.
Have a good night.
We're about ready to sign off anyway, since I got the heads off. Now we know what we're dealing with, right?
We do.
So
thanks, Bill.
Moral of the story is more humans eat bananas more than monkeys. Because it's illegal to eat monkeys. No. All these FEs say 352 on them. The only way to figure it out is to pop the head, measure your bore, and stroke. Because, yeah, I don't know why they stamped them all 352s, but they did.
Right.
And there's nothing else that says what it is.
Anthony says a 3.5-inch stroke on a 352, a 3.7 stroke on a 390.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got some pipes.
Going away. Can't tell.
I think that's a dump truck with that big block in it. Big block Ford.
Oh.
Probably a 429.
Okay.
So. All right, well, let's get out of here before people get bored with looking at me. So,
Okay.
thanks again. I appreciate everybody. After I get the stuff in, we'll spend a little time putting this back together and then see where I'm going to stick it. So,
Sounds good.
thank you again. See you later.